or Facebook. Go to Julian Stallworth on Facebook, and then YouTube, the plug. Put the plug podcast. Yeah, man, we in here. Wait a minute. Uh-oh.
Ain't into the internet, don't do the computers. We really be popping out, bringing them.
Man, I be see you moving around the city, man. You be moving around,
man,
bro.
It's gonna get better and better, man. We just grinding, man. You know, you gotta stay relentless.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like you gotta keep your foot on the gas, man. That's where we at with it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, you can't play. you get
all
the
gas,
slacking.
no brakes.
Yeah, for real. You get the slacking, you'll pay for it.
Man, I'm excited. Let's get this thing rocking. So you able to find it on YouTube there? Here, I'll check you out.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I gotta start subscribing.
Everybody that's already tuned in, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button as well. We here with Fliex Tambora. We about to go up. We up. Oh, I found it.
Okay. Because I know you do your thing. This is all I need. Content I got.
Man. You can make sure we sounding good, make sure we looking good. You could give us some hints over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, clean that up. All right, I'm going to take that down, man. I think we're looking good. We feeling good.
Definitely.
This is the plug. Welcome, everybody. If you haven't already, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. We about to get started here soon. Friday nights, we are definitely here at Rebar. Definitely pull up to Rebar. We go definitely be there on Friday nights. If you over there in the Broadway area, make sure y'all pull up. I'm gonna be in the mix. You feel me? We also got a big thing coming up here as well. To spread breast cancer awareness, we're going to kick off the first podcast of the month. You feel me? With breast cancer awareness. We got Fliex Tambora here talking a little bit more about his event on October 14th. You feel me? So no further less, welcome to the plug number 57. If you haven't already, share, like, subscribe. We in the building. What up, my man Fliex? How you living, brother?
Hey, man. Groovy, man. Everything's groovy, man. Just happy to be here.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited to have you here, man. You're almost like a fashion mogul, as you can see here on the Plug podcast right now. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing your thing in the fashion industry, changing the game, more or less, also in the boxing industry. So you got a lot of, endeavors.
Yeah,
so definitely tell a little bit more about your fashion, how you got into the fashion game and got started, brother.
Okay, well, fashion has been something I've been interested in all my entire life. From a kid coming all the way up, man, I was the guy that mom had to get me the fedora to match the powder blue suit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So, the sky was always the limits when it came to dressing and being creative. So I just was waiting on a platform, and as time progressed, I wound up getting a broader audience, and now I'm here.
Yeah, that's dope, man. And like you said, it started from the bottom, man. I've been seeing you build up on shows, slowly but surely. You've been putting on these fashion shows. Tell me about the first fashion show you put on compared to this one that you're putting on.
Wow, the first ones that I actually was putting on was actually in other people's shows. And that actually got my feet wet. And then I started noticing that I need to shift gears and start doing my own shows. It's more lucrative, and that's what you want to do as a designer. You want to start presenting things the way you want to do it, as opposed to having somebody else direct. You want to be your own director and have all the influences on your audience possible the way you want it. So I did my show, January the 1st. At Luxor Mediterranean restaurant at the Rim. And
That's
it was
dope.
exciting.
Okay.
I got my that was the game
That was the
changer.
first. That was the first one
Yeah,
in the door.
yeah,
That's what's up.
it was a game changer.
That's what's up.
It was great to see my production,
Yeah.
to watch people come strictly for me. I wasn't just a featured designer. So it definitely raised the bar. And I was like, I was 5 chairs away from selling out my first event. And I was like, wow, man, you're going to have to run it right back while your name buzzing in January. I took a bold step and just literally went right back in and set up March Madness Fashion Show.
That's dope.
Which
That's
was
dope.
at Hotel Discotheque. And fortunately...
Beautiful venue as well.
Yeah, definitely. I was even more excited. So you're talking about progress going from the nice, beautiful Mediterranean restaurant at the Rim to going to a nice, hot light nightclub.
Yeah.
Like I said, Hotel Disco is definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
March Madness, and we sold out on that event. So it just
That's
gave me
dope.
more motivation than ever. And now I'm here and can't stop, won't stop.
Man, can't stop, won't stop is an understatement. Welcome to the plug number 57. We got Fliex Tambora with us, ripping and running, and we're ripping and running the runway as well.
Yes,
October
sir.
14th, if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all go and buy some tickets, man. How can we go and get some tickets and support your fashion show here on October 14th?
Oh, I have a link on my Facebook. You look me up on the Fliex Tambora on Facebook. That's one sure way to do it. You can go to Eventbrite. You can go directly to Eventbrite. Breast Cancer Awareness Fashion and Art Show.
Dope.
And that's on Eventbrite.
Heck yeah. Make sure y'all get over there and go over there and buy those tickets up for this man so we can go out there and support a good cause. And we loving it each and every step that you're doing, brother. We appreciate what you're doing. We're going to be there as well. So definitely we're going to be there to support. As far as the fashion industry, man, your clothes game, your fashion game is
appreciate that.
second to none. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, thanks for that keen observation.
Yeah, man.
I
Come
appreciate
on, man.
that.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Give game
yeah.
when game's recognized. You feel me?
Yeah.
And tell me what inspired you as far as like getting into clothing and putting these pieces together, and then not just for yourself, but
Right.
then putting it out on display for everybody for the fashion industry.
What inspired me the most is just being creative all my life. And I've always had compliments on my originality, and that made me say, hey, I need to start putting this out for other people. People start being inquisitive about what I'm wearing, and then it got to the point that people start saying, hey, could you design me something, or could you make me a pair of those jeans? So that's when
dope.
the light bulb hit. Like, man, look, you're gonna have to really take this somewhere. It's not all about you anymore. Fortunately, other people are gravitating to it, and it made me just get real amped up to start saying, hey, look,
Yeah.
get your line out there, put that signature on it, man. And,
Yeah.
people start asking just for the signature pieces alone.
Facts.
And that's when I was like, you on to something. You know
Talk
what I
to
mean? When
'em.
they start saying, I just want your signature, like,
Yeah.
that's it. And I
Yeah.
was like, so that was just confirmation that they follow me, they behind me, they support me. And so I started putting out these Fliex Tambora presentations. As a matter of fact, definitely don't forget Instagram. That's a major platform that I'm using to promote the show. Fliex Tambora Presents. You go right there, and you'll see my previous shows, and you'll see the one that we're working on right now.
That's dope, man. Make sure y'all tap in, or AKA plug in, because y'all on the plug, you feel me? Plug in with Fliex. He's doing his damn thing, that's for sure. You do have a story to tell as well, man. Everything that is, beauty, it came from a little pressure. You know what I'm saying? Tell us a little bit more about your story and where you come from, and then where you at now, man.
Oh, man, yeah, it is a story. It's been an amazing journey. I mean, I'm coming from D.C., Washington, D.C. Most people know it as the murder capital.
Yeah.
If you know your history, some know it as Chocolate City.
Yeah.
But I'm originally from Northeast, Southeast Washington, D.C. A lot of people that's not familiar with it, they think it's all about the green grass,
It's almost,
monuments, and Capitol.
I'm going to say The Wire, almost how gritty.
Oh,
There we on the money.
Man, you on the
Come
money,
on.
money. You on the
Oh,
money, money.
yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
ironic that you said that because as I didn't know that you was gonna ask me to tell some of my story, but
Yeah.
so ironic that you mentioned the Wire because one of the main players, his name is really Big G. We were actually over the halfway house together. I was locked up in 2020.
Yeah.
2020 for, unfortunately, attempt murder at that time. And Big G from The Wire was in that same halfway house that I was in. He used to get a chance to get out. His time schedule, his work schedule was different, so he was able to get out to do The Wire, to do his performances and everything like that. He's the one with that heavy, heavy voice.
Yeah, I know.
I know exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
that's
so
dope.
it's
That's
real
dope.
ironic. Yeah, so
That's dope.
it's all stemmed from there. You're talking about going from basically negative to positive, which was the best move that I was able to make. I mean, I look at my past and say, hey, I probably needed it and survived it to bring more awareness to how you can change and how you can actually do something constructive instead of destructive.
That's what I'm talking about, brother, and we love to see it, and I'm excited to see it, and that's why I definitely wanted to plug in with you as well.
Yeah,
because
appreciate
man,
that.
your progression is, like I said, second to none. You've
Yeah.
been pushing it. You've been pushing yourself and the brand.
Right.
Every time I step out, I see you, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, there he
appreciate
is,
it.
there he
Yeah.
is, fresh to the
Yeah.
motherfucker, moving around. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad to see that you're able to, turn around some of those things. But tell me, what were some of those keys that you took that from them lessons and everything to be able to be where you are now? Was there anything that you felt like, hey, man, this drove me a little bit harder because of this?
Well, definitely, point blank, it was my family, raising my little ones.
Right.
That was a game changer. I really don't feel like nothing else could have changed me because, to be honest, I mean, the streets, sad to say, I was a little bit comfortable there, even from being shot up to locked up countless of times. Well, as we speak, I got a bullet left in my back.
Man.
Nothing else stopped me. I thought I was invincible, so to speak. Until these kids came around, and I said, hold up, man, you're going to have to, if you really call yourself a father, you're going to have to change the whole demographics, and you're going to have to show them something different, because I always look at it as if you're a street dude and your son is a street dude, you failed as a father. So to me, it was like a no-brainer, like you're going to have to figure out how you can really promote change and really do it. You're going to have to be consistent at it, and it took a minute. I mean, I was rough around the edges for a while trying to do it. You got negativity fighting positivity.
Correct.
But as time progressed, just like anything else that you stay consistent with, it moves in the right direction. So consistency is really the key. I know you hear it so much. I mean, you hear that phrase loosely, but if a person really sit back and meditate on that phrase, like really consistently, anything that you want to do, you have to be consistent at it. It's sad to say, even if you want a negative platform, you got to be consistently negative. You know what I mean? People be like, whoa, that's weird. I never thought about that. Or else you still not going to have a platform. If you back and forth, people going, you negative today, you positive the next day, they're going to think you bipolar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
so,
what's going on?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, it was like, nah, you're going to consistently focus on being positive.
Facts.
And that's part of conditioning, because the more you focus, the more you get, and the more you consistent, the more you become conditioned.
Facts.
So you have to, that's the
Figure
thing,
out
it
what it
takes
is.
consistency, which one you want to do.
Yeah.
And then as you consistently do it, that's when you become conditioned.
That's what's up.
And you become conditioned is meaning that it's becoming a lot more manageable to do it, or some might even say easy to do
Correct.
it. As long as you get past that initial phase of saying, hey, I'm not going to do it here and there. I'm going to stay consistent at it.
Correct.
And that brings conditioning, and then it becomes a way of life. So now, just the positivity is a way of life.
I love it, bro, and I love the word consistency. That's what we go definitely call plug 57, because hell, if we haven't been consistent for a little while, and we're going to stay consistent going in 24, 25, 26, 27.
There you go.
So if you haven't already subscribed, you might as well now, because we going to keep seeing the plug pop up with special guests like Fliex Tambora, talking what he talked, putting it on for the city and putting it on for the world. You feel me? So make sure y'all subscribe now. Hey, man, you also got other endeavors. You into the boxing thing. Before we get into the boxing, Canelo and Charlo went down this weekend.
Right.
Man, tell me a little bit more about your thoughts on that fight and the outlooks of that fight, man. Talk to me.
It was interesting, man. I thought Charlo would have went more out in a blaze, so to speak. He had a lot more to lose, I feel like, than Canelo. So to me, I was a little bit disappointed in the fact that, you know, he didn't put more into it.
Yeah, I feel you.
It almost looked like he played it safe.
Super safe the whole fight,
I'm gonna be honest.
and he played it too safe. I felt like it because he got stung a few times.
Yeah.
And that one hit, as soon as he hit him, the one that knocked him down.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that would have knocked somebody down. And then he took that knee. I was like, it took a second. I was like, man, that would have folded a lot of people.
He felt that power.
Yeah, he felt that power, and that's what Canelo was saying. There's going to be a difference in the fight, and I was like, yeah, you know, I think that power and that experience from playing, like fighting Mayweather and stuff like that, it's a big impact, man. You play somebody that high in caliber, fight somebody that caliber, that pillar, and you still lose. Hell, if you don't lose, I mean, you know, get something out of that. You don't lose, you gonna be like, hey, I got a lot of experience out of this, you know. So I think Charlo felt some of that experience. That's what I definitely say.
He did.
Yeah, man. So you also big in the boxing game as well. Tell me a little bit more how you got started into boxing and where you at right now with everything.
Okay, boxing. I basically grew up around it. My father was a prize fighter. He taught me at an early age. But he got out of it because of my mom. They were trying to do things more religious, and since it's still considered a violent sport, they tried to keep me away from it. For the most part, even though they saw I was in fights on top of fights coming up. Like, you should have just allowed me to just channel that energy to being in sports early on. But what happened was, as I got a little older, I wound up taking up boxing. I got to venture off on my own and started training at Benton Park Recreation Center. That's in Southeast DC, and it's it's in the hood. And unfortunately, by that time I was already dabbling in the street, you know, selling drugs or whatever. So it was tough to like focus at that point. You're talking about the strip is here, and then the gym is like blocks away. So I'm bringing my backpack
on the way
with my backpack, my wraps, gloves, and everything. And then I got pipe heads. That's what we called them back then. Unfortunately, I'm like, hey, you selling? You got something? And next thing I know, I'm half the time I was back down, going to my stash.
Didn't even make it to the gym.
Didn't even make it, exactly, man. So it was tough. But and then once I started getting focused on it, a little more focus was when I had my first encounter being shot up, and a bullet was enlarged in my back, and the doctor was they said they couldn't take the bullet out, and they were like, you're going to have to really take it easy. If they had tried to take the bullet out, there was a big chance that I might have been paralyzed. So I started taking it back slow, but what happened was my gears shift back towards the fast money over the gym, because it's like you can't really be in the gym at the moment, so you might as well make this money, you know. And unfortunately, I was thrown majorly off track with that. But as time progressed, like I said, the whole demographics changed. I had kids, and that changed my life completely. So I started working towards other goals, and now, to make a long story short, I have my own boxing and fitness gym.
Plug.
It's called Tambora Athletics, and that's down there by Woodlawn Lake. As a matter of fact, anybody listening, as a referral, you say, hey, the plug referred me to you, I'll give you your first boxing lesson free.
That's what's up. You
I'll
heard
give you
it.
that first boxing lesson free as long as you come in and say, the plug sent me to you.
Hey, you got it. Hey, you got it. The plug right here on Plug 57. We got a plug for you guys right here at his gym. Go ahead and put them hands up as well.
Yeah, put them up.
That's
Be
what
ready.
I'm talking about. Hey,
Yeah.
as well, we had a big thing here in San Antonio. You were also a part of with the MAC as well to stop gun violence. You got your hands on a lot of things, brother. You feel me?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about that experience and what you guys are doing for the community.
Oh, man, I'm glad you mentioned that. Me and my son are a big advocate against gun violence. Hands up, guns down.
That's what I'm talking about.
We had to get put in on that event because it was like when Mac brought it to my attention, I was like, wow, that's great. And he was already training in the gym. As a matter of fact, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll notice Mac is in there training hard in the gym under the guidance of my son. Because I told my son early on about boxing. At like 2-3 years old, he started learning this. So he was influenced with my style and everything of boxing, and he's doing an excellent job. He's been holding it down for the last 2 years on Tuesdays, Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Saturday at 11 a.m. with this boxing thing. And the group is doing great. I mean, these guys are homegrown, basically, started from the bottom and working their way up. And Mac, he proved the other day, a few weeks ago, that he really had the dog in him.
Yeah.
I told him, I was proud. I'm like, now we back to the drawing board. Me and my son discussed the things he got to clean up.
Yeah.
And so he on punishment right now. He got drills he got to do over and over again. My son, I was looking at the cameras the other day while they was training. I was at my house looking on my phone and was watching. I was like, he got him doing these drills, knowing the things that he had no reason that he didn't do, that he'll be doing it his next fight.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I'm glad y'all are a part of that as well.
Yeah.
And we're a big advocate as well for y'all and what y'all are doing. And that's what our platform's for, all positivity, the source being God, and our outlets. He's going to give us, and we're going to flourish off of it. You feel me? So shout out to what you're doing. Again, guys, don't forget the Plug 57. We here, Breast Cancer Awareness Fashion and Art Show, October 14th. Wear your pink. We're going to go out there and support. You also have a guest speaker that's going to be involved, Gwendolyn Sanderlin. I know she's going to be like, hey, man, you owe me one. Well, I got you. I got you, baby. Tell me a little bit more about do you know much about the guest speaker that you're going to have there on October 14th?
Yeah, actually, when COVID hit 3 years ago, she started training with me online, and that's where our relationship started.
That's dope.
And I was like, wow, she told me her story about being a breast cancer survivor, and I was like, man, that's interesting. Just like we talk now, she made so much progress these last 3 years of just training online that I had to remind her, like, look, I can't take all the credit for your progress and all your fight. I was like, I had to remind her, like, your fight started over 14 years ago. Wow. I was like, that's when you start putting up a fight. That's when you knew that you had that fight in you. Yeah. So I'm like, as much as I would like to pat myself on the back, I got common sense to know that I can't take this credit. Like, your fight started when you said, nah, I'm not going to let breast cancer win. As much as possible, I'm going to do everything in my being to fight against it, and today she's 14 years clear.
And shout out to her and amen to her, guys. Definitely pushing her in the right direction to bless us all, man. And I love to see it. October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're excited to use our platform here at the Plug to bring awareness as well. And then October 14th, guys, make sure y'all get out there and support. I wasn't going to let anyone go without the top 5. Y'all already know I love to do my top five. You know what I'm saying? So you big into boxing right now. I mean, all time, I want you to list, it don't have to be a certain division. It could be all divisions. Give me some of your top 5 boxers that, you inspired you, and then you like to, model some of your hands off of?
Okay. This is pretty easy, really.
There we go.
It's pretty
There we
easy.
go.
I would
There we
say
go.
Muhammad Ali. He's the greatest to me for his contribution in and out the ring. So
Facts.
in my eyes, I feel like I emulate things that he, his viewpoint on a lot of things in and out the ring. So Ali is number one. As a matter of fact, my gym is actually dedicated to Ali.
Damn, that's
So
what's
and
up.
I saw that
Yeah.
picture right there,
Yeah.
Ali.
And I got me one over there too.
Yeah, so
you know.
wow. Oh, I actually have that same one. Yours is bigger than mine, but I actually got
Yeah.
that same one with him and Sonny Liston.
Yeah, yep,
him
yep.
and Sonny Liston.
Yep.
So Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard,
Dope. Okay, yep.
Marvin Hagler. That's one that I feel like
Yeah, that's
my
not like,
attitude is
Okay.
a lot like his. It's
Okay.
like in the ring. So
that's what's up. Not a lot of
Ali,
people don't add
Sugar Ray
Marvin.
Leonard, Marvin Hagler.
That's what's up.
Definitely can't leave out Pernell Whitaker.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites.
Plug
and
talk.
my last, I would say, is Floyd.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, I see the swag. I see the swag. I
right,
see the
right.
drip.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I know that you mentioned contributions as well. At the end, man, when it's said and done for Fliex Tambora and what you're contributing to, just not fashion but everything, what would you like to be said, or what would you like to be contributing to?
I would like to be contributing to change, positivity. Really, that's my goal, is to like bring a lot more unity to the universe, not just to one ethnicity, but
Correct.
to everyone. I mean, my goal, I think that's like my primary goal, is to really bring about positivity. If you can put positivity and unity in one word, I don't know what it would be pronounced as, but that's my whole goal, is to bring positivity and unity to the universe, so everybody can know that man created division, not God. So I feel like God's plan was for us all to be as one. So if you even look at any of my events, you'll notice like, wow, he have a lot of people from all ethnicities that gravitated to him, is because that's something that I've been consistently working on.
That's what I'm talking about.
These last 8-9 years.
Man, that's dope, man. And
Yeah.
we love it. Like, you doing a hell of a job, from putting the guns down to bringing awareness to every event that you've been a part of.
Right.
Again, I can't plug this enough. October 14th, Breast Cancer Awareness Fashion Show. I know it's going to be sold out. You got 1902. What a beautiful venue, man.
I love it, man.
Whoa.
My first choice was 1902.
That is a beautiful event. How
Yeah.
did you come into that plug there, and tell us a little bit more about the venue for the people that are plugged in, not in San Antonio, of course. Tell them a little bit more about that venue at 1902.
Oh, wow. 1902 it's historic. It's been around since 1902. It's beautiful. As a matter of fact,
that's for real?
Yeah, it's historic,
damn.
man.
Okay.
It's historic. Like, they really not even allowed to like remodel.
Okay.
To remodel it. They can actually reconstruct any original things, but
Like
as far as
flooring and
remodeling,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh,
And
man. That's dope.
Selena actually was there in, I believe, the early 90s. She actually performed the video there. So,
Man.
that's incredible. When someone sent me that, I didn't even know it until someone was like, wow, Coach, you're actually at 1902 Selena, my favorite artist. She performed there, and then they showed me a picture, and I saw the same steps that were coming down on the runway. I was like, wow, that's Selena, and that's those steps. So it's really
legendary.
Upstairs, downstairs, the lounge area. You're gonna want to get table sections. You're gonna just want to be there. I've never seen a club like it. I call it an arena.
Yeah.
That's how it looks to me.
Man.
And I feel like I'm in an arena. I feel like this is my time to battle, to shine, and like really show what a Fliex Tambora presentation looks like.
Oh man, we excited to be there.
Yeah.
You lucky I get copyrighted. I would have dropped a bomb right there. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about, man.
straight
I
up.
love to hear it, man. How do you go about picking your pieces for this event? I know that it takes a lot of the managing. First of all, you got to get the models,
Right.
and then you got to figure out the runway theme, and then you go into the pieces, man.
Right.
Tell me a little bit more about the pieces you're going to have on display. Give us some plug talk real quick on what you're going to have.
Okay, since it's, again, October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, my pieces are all centered around pink, pink blends, cousins of pink, and it's almost like I'm telling a story throughout the runway. It's actually teaching an art lesson as well as bringing big awareness to the actual breast cancer awareness at the same time. You'll see motivational quotes throughout the runway. So it's a lot to pay attention to. It's a lot in the details.
Oh man,
Yeah.
oh man, I'm excited to pull up and see, man. I always,
Right.
you know, with me, you know, I also have the Plug brand as well that we
Right.
pushing with the hats and the shirts and the
Yeah, I
clothing.
saw that, man. They
as
looking
well.
great, yeah.
So appreciate it, man. So make sure y'all plug in, check some of that out as well.
Okay, we will.
But you know, I'm excited to see that because one day I really hope to be like, hey, man, let's rip the runway, and maybe
Yeah.
one day you could plug in and
We're going to do that.
and make sure the plug is taken care of. But yeah, we're gonna make
Got
sure
you.
the runway is taken care of.
Got
'Cause
you.
I know you're gonna flash it up.
Yeah, straight up.
Man, I'm excited for that,
Yeah.
man. What goals do you have going into 24? Some of the things you're working on right now, of course. Again, I'm gonna plug it again. October 14th, we got the fashion show, Breast Cancer Awareness Art Show at 1902. But besides that, brother, what else you got working on and coming up here in the future?
In the future, I want to really extend my fashion brand a lot more, my production, my presentations more. So as much as I love San Antonio, I want to venture off a lot more. I have a show, I'm calling it The Homecoming, that's going to be in April in D.C. I'm doing a fashion show, and
Man,
our
that's what's up.
genre music is go-go.
Okay.
So basically,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
actually hiring one of the hottest bands in the city, DC Vibe. Vibe Band is going to be performing. I have to fly out in December to scout the venue that's going to be perfect
yeah.
for that event. And
Hell yeah.
Dallas, Vegas, a lot of places is on my hit list for next year.
That's what's up, man. And we're going to be plugged in as well. So every movement that you moving, you better be sure the plugs will be sharing that as well,
appreciate that.
because we're going to be there support. And maybe we can't get out to D.C. quite yet, but one day we're going to be moving to D.C. with you.
Hey,
Like,
I
hey, man, we
appreciate
there.
that.
We're going to pull up.
There
We're going
we
to pull
go.
up.
I appreciate it. Yes,
Hey, man,
yes.
so definitely y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. You also brought a guest with you, man. You brought one of your peoples with you as well.
Yeah.
Who we got with you? Who
Hey,
we got
man,
with
let
you?
me let him take the seat, man.
Come on, come on.
This is my son, big man, my right-hand man, basically. Everybody know him as that. Let me bring my man up.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Real plug stuff. What I'm talking about. What's going on, big dog? How you living? Yeah.
I'm doing all right. I'm blessed.
Yes, sir, man. Welcome. Yeah. Hey, I'm excited to have you a part of it. Your pops talking mad love about you, right? Am I right, pops?
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right, man. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. You guys got this fashion show coming up. What can we expect?
Yeah, you can expect a whole lot of new designs. We're really trying to bring it, and like you said, testing the levels, testing the waters, and really trying to bring a whole another level to fashion.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And tell me a little bit more, since you guys got started into this. It sounds like he said you're his right-hand man. What kind of inspiration have you drawn from, this process and stuff?
One of the main things, even like ever since I've been even when I was a lot younger, one of the things is just my dad's put me on to a whole lot of things that always comes up later.
Yeah.
Like even down to like right now I'm talking in front of cameras and
Yeah,
stuff.
he's
Like I
like,
used to
he's like, be ready.
Yeah, always. See, like that's one of the lessons I got. Is you got to be ready. You
Yeah,
got to
that's
be
what I'm
ready.
talking
So
about.
even now, helping him out with these shows, I just feel like it's preparation for much bigger things.
For sure.
And that's what I enjoy about it.
Man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see more things that you guys, come up with in the future. Speaking of coming up, who's flyer, man? Who's flyer? Who's flyer, man? You know how to go here. You know that swag. You got him beat. You could tell the people on the plug, man. Don't hold back, bro. You ain't got to hold back.
You already know.
Your dad's pretty fly, but come on, man. Talk
I get
to
it
us.
from him, so that I get it all from him. So he takes the credit for it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna give it to Pop. Yeah, hey, for sure. Hey man, we're gonna show Pops love. We're gonna show him some homage. He being modest. You know what I'm talking about. But it's all love, man. I appreciate y'all. Definitely success. Rip the runway. Y'all continue to do y'all thing. Keep the plug in mind, man. I'm here for y'all, and I'm gonna be supporting y'all. You know what I'm talking about.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, come on, Felix. I'm gonna get you on out of here, man. Hey, if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all subscribe. Hey, one last time, brother. How can everybody tap in with you as well? And I forgot to make sure you get your shout out as well before you get out of here on how to plug in. But go ahead, Felix, tell us how we could plug in with you on all social platforms.
Okay, again, Instagram.
Pull the mic up a little bit. Yep, you got it.
Again, Instagram, Fliex Tambora.
Yes, sir.
That's one way. Fliex Tambora presents on Instagram. You always can contact us on that. My son, he actually runs Fliex Tambora Presents.
Dope.
As well as my boxing gym. My son actually runs that as well, which is Team Boy Athletics on Instagram. You see more, I interact a lot more, I think, on Instagram, Fliex Tambora, and on Facebook. I just post throughout the day, basically letting you see what move I'm making, what hour I'm on. Basically, am I still training, or what's my next move? So it's quite a few endeavors that you can actually catch me with. But you have to log in to Facebook, Fliex Tambora, Instagram, Fliex Tambora, and that's Tambora.
That's
Felix,
awesome.
Felix, that's the easy one. Felix the cat.
You got it, man. Hey, swag. But man, I'm excited to plug in. Make sure y'all go over there and tap in. One last plug, of course. Make sure y'all go get these tickets right now.
Yes.
So we're gonna sell out this show. We're gonna have a great night. October 14th, if y'all haven't already. 1902 is the venue, and it's gonna be a stellar show. I already know you got everything, lights, camera, and action ready.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then plug one more time. How can we follow you as well, brother? Yeah, go ahead and hit the mic. You good? We got you.
So I got the brand 111 brand jeans. That's
Yes, sir.
111 brand jeans, all together, all lowercase. You can catch me on there. I got a link to the event on there. And once again, like you said, I run the Fliex Tambora Presents. You can go on there and find the link as well.
That's what's up, man. You know we got to show love all the time as well, man. This has been the plug number 57. You know what I'm saying? I also wanted to add, I wonder why your social media was booming the way it is. Shout out to your manager over there. Social media be on point, man. It be on point, boy. I be like, man, he running with it, because I be trying to run the plug page, and I'm like, okay, man, your activity is, y'all better get in, y'all better lock in. This is somebody y'all want to stay plugged in with, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go support this event and this man's future events. This has been a hell of a podcast. We appreciate y'all. Plug number 57. We're going to keep this thing going. Peace out. Yeah.